coming to my city and to whoever else needs this. But this is to the city of Furrow, city of champions. Hashtag not another yard. See, I didn't get a chance to watch the West Middlesex game, and I didn't get it, but I did see that how whoever told them not to shake hands. But I know growing up, you know, there was times that I've been cheated. You know, referees, I've seen them do things. I've seen referees that were racist, and I've seen people that were, they hated greatness or anything like that. Knowing that, you know, Furrow did just come off winning the championship for the football team. But I'm not saying this about the West Middlesex referees, but I do want to say this concerning the rest of the season. I know that, you know, they said that some people were saying that Furrow were, you know, maybe arguing with some of the refs. But one thing I do know is that I've never argued with a ref and they've changed this call and said, you know what? You're right. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do understand is that once you know how somebody can be, it's time to adjust, alter, or move something slightly in order to achieve the desired fit, appearance, or result. So Genesis 15:20, it says, but as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good in order to bring about this day to save many people alive. So what happens is, you know, I notice sometimes in these games, you know, saying these referees just don't like you, so they just don't want you to win. And again, I'm not saying that about these West Middlesex referees, but I am saying that, you know, some of these referees are going to be like that. I've played on some teams that experience referees like that. I've even coached against teams. Like, I've even seen referees, the way they were doing things and not calling things fair, and seeing it multiple times, you know, playing semi-pro and things like that. But, you know, one thing I've learned is that no matter what, we as a people, we never stop playing the game, despite how, you know, sometimes, you know, the refs can show certain favoritism towards teams. But understand this, Psalms 7:11, God is a righteous judge, a God who displays his wrath every day. You know, the world calls it karma, but God says you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? And trust me. But what I was talking about was Remember the Titans movie. You know, that's why I said not another yard. Once they knew that they were getting cheated, they adjusted, and that's all you got to do. Once you know how these referees are going to be, it's time for you to adjust. It's time for you to level up. Level up is a progress to the next level. Advance one's characters to the next level development. That's where it leaves Psalms 84:11. The Lord God is a sun and a shield. It is the Lord will give grace. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. So understanding that once we know how these referees can be at times, there's no point in us arguing. Let's just show more class and not even argue with them, because all they doing is just waiting for us to just, you know, get upset, you know what I'm saying, respond so they can just continue, you know, doing our children wrong. You know, soon as Trump became president, a lot of people that were closet racists came out, you know. So, you know, we see, I don't know if y'all seen it, but about the one incident where the referee made the guy cut off his hair, but you know what I'm saying, his dreads. But it's just sad that how the way that some of these referees are, and it's sad that they're, you know what I'm saying, bitter, and that, you know what I'm saying, they feel like, you know, they can, misery loves company. But you know what? You know, so once I learned that, I didn't even argue referees or anything like that. And I even taught my kids when I was coaching. I told them, I said, listen, don't worry about the referees. Tell me, I'll deal with them. You know, and that's one thing. Like I said, go to YouTube and look up Remember the Titans, Not Another Yard. That scene is only 3 minutes and 43 seconds, but it talks a lot about that. But I'm just saying, also want to give a shout out to T.C. Williams. That was a Titans football star. Julius Campbell, he passed away recently, so prayers out to his family. But I want to say to my people, to my city, and to whoever else, you know what I'm saying, this may be somebody else may need this, not just saying the city of Furrow. But once you know how people are, it's time for you to level up and adjust. Yes, it's unfair, but you know what? It's time to walk uprightly. It's time to continue doing what we got to do, because, you know what I'm saying, it's sad that some of these referees, coaches and teams and stuff like that are like that. But you know what? Continue in the season that y'all going, and you know what, go in there and show some class and just leave. You know what I'm saying? Let your game talk. I know, you know, I was one that would talk when people would start talking junk, but you know what? I started to let my game talk. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And just go back. And I ain't even got to say nothing, because when you show true class, you know, people don't like that. And so what? You know what I'm saying? Just going about your business, because one thing I understand this before I go, you can't control how people act, but you can always control how you react. And you know what? Like I said, one thing that we didn't stop was we knew that there was teams that were going to cheat us and stuff like that. Referees that was going to act certain ways in certain games we were at. You know what I'm saying? But watch this. We never stopped playing the game, no matter what game it was. So I leave y'all with that it's time to just show more class and stop arguing with these referees and stuff like that. And I'm not saying let them get over and stuff like that. You know, if you got to do some petitions or whatever, and get new referees in or something like that, take their name down. It's the way to go about it better. But I just want to be obedient in what God was saying, you know, for me to just say this, you know. So again, to my city, to whoever else needed, you know what I'm saying, it's time to level up. Once you know how a person is, they shouldn't be able to control your happiness, because it's time for you to adjust, because they're going to still be the same way. Love y'all. God bless.